Just when you think it can't get weirder, tonight a federal sexting investigation into Anthony Weiner leading to an October shocker, putting Hillary Clinton on the defensive. The FBI announcing that it's investigating newly discovered evidence related to her emails. The bizarre twist, it's all connected to the tawdry messages of a disgraced former congressman. How will it impact the presidential race? More now in our election countdown series, Inside the Final 30.
We have not been contacted by anyone. The first we knew about it is, I assume, when you knew about it.
A rare and hastily called press conference tonight for an October surprise no one saw coming.
All of a sudden, we're about to leave to head to the airport, and her campaign says, we're going to take you guys first to this room. We walk in the room, there's a podium, and then all of a sudden, there's a press conference.
The director himself has said he doesn't know whether the emails referenced in his letter are significant or not. I'm confident, whatever they are, will not change the conclusion reached in July.
The FBI announcing they are once again investigating Secretary Clinton's use of a private email server.
A bombshell so close to the end of an election, and we've never seen anything like it.
This is a new breed of October surprise. It comes from the FBI, and it comes in the middle of voting. More than 18 million people have already cast ballots. Millions more are doing so every day between now and Election Day itself. This just lands plop in the middle of this very volatile election season.
Trump pounced immediately.
We must not let her take her criminal scheme into the Oval Office.
It was like an explosion. I mean, you couldn't even hear what he was saying in the room. The crowd was just hopping on every single word, louder and louder and louder.
Deafening.
The FBI discovered the new emails on a device shared by top Clinton aide Huma Abedin and her now estranged husband Anthony Weiner during their investigation into Weiner's alleged sexting with a 15-year-old girl.
It's important to remember that Huma Abedin, Clinton's top aide, was another person who had an email on that private email server owned by Clinton. Had she been sending emails to her husband, Anthony Weiner? Maybe those are emails that the FBI wants to look at.
FBI Director Comey, in a bombshell letter to Congress, writing they will determine whether they contain classified information and stresses the FBI cannot assess whether or not this material may be significant and cannot predict how long it will take to complete the investigation.
We don't know exactly what's on the emails.
Right.
In order for the FBI to basically do an about-face here and say, we've decided now to charge Hillary Clinton. A, you would have to have evidence from these emails that Hillary Clinton mishandled classified information, not Huma Abedin. And number two, that she intentionally mishandled it.
The FBI shocker coming just 11 days before the election. The day began like any other. On board the campaign plane, Clinton seen chatting with her top advisors, including Huma Abedin, unaware of the tidal wave about to hit.
We are running to this. If we are behind, the polls are going to tighten.
But while Team Clinton is in the air, the explosive political news breaking on the ground below.
Breaking news that the FBI has reopened their investigation
into Hillary Clinton's emails.
Why now, 11 days before the election?
Even Trump's own campaign manager learning the news in real time.
That's extraordinary news for the American people because they deserve to know everything.
But the Clinton team remained in the dark.
We just got off the flight. There was no Wi-Fi on board all the way from New York to Iowa. No one had any idea what was happening while we were in the air. Staffers were completely shocked.
Secretary Clinton, any reaction to
Secretary Clinton, any reaction to Director Comey reopening his investigation into your emails?
Donald Trump's voters suddenly have a big new reason to show up and not elect Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton's people have another reason to be skeptical of her candidacy.
Trump often targeting her close relationship with Huma Abedin.
Her number one person, Huma Abedin, is married to Anthony Weiner, who's a sleazeball and a pervert. I don't like Huma going home at night and telling Anthony Weiner all of these secrets, okay?
Anthony Weiner, of course, the disgraced former congressman with a proclivity for sexting.
Today, I am announcing my resignation from Congress.
Yeah! Bye-bye, pervert!
After his first public fall from grace, a comeback campaign with his wife by his side, an unlikely run for mayor of New York City, chronicled in the documentary Weiner.
This is Anthony Weiner call. Yes, I'm not Anthony Weiner, the one running for mayor.
but undone once again by more sexting, all while the cameras were rolling.
It's like having a nightmare.
The Anthony Weiner Huma Abedin piece, it's almost too weird for words. If, in fact, there are emails that emerged as part of the Anthony Weiner investigation that impact the presidential election, it's as if all of these storylines, all these political storylines come together into one combustible mess.
The emails have dogged Clinton throughout her campaign.
New questions this morning about Hillary Clinton and her use of private email.
Questions over a classified email
account.
The news about her use of a private email first broke just 1 month before she announced her campaign for president.
I'm getting ready to do something too. I'm running for president.
It was revealed that Clinton had a private server as well. The State Department, under a court order, released tens of thousands of emails. But turns out Clinton didn't turn over everything, and Trump has used this as fuel during the debates.
The thing that you should be apologizing for are the 33,000 emails that you deleted.
The FBI's investigation determining no crimes were committed by Clinton.
No charges are appropriate in this case.
Trump repeatedly attacking the FBI for refusing to recommend charges against Clinton.
The FBI and the Department of Justice let Clinton off the hook. We have to investigate the investigation, folks.
But today,
I have great respect for the fact that the FBI and the Department of Justice are now willing to have the courage to right the horrible mistake that they made.
So late tonight, just moments ago, FBI Director Comey sent a letter to all his employees saying that while he wouldn't ordinarily do this, he felt compelled because he'd recently testified repeatedly that this investigation was complete. He said, "We don't know the significance of this newly discovered collection of emails. I don't want to create a misleading impression." But he also acknowledged that in the midst of this election cycle, there is a significant risk of being misunderstood.
I think this clearly puts the FBI director in a unique and difficult position. Given what we know about how long it takes to complete FBI investigations, is that with 11 days to go, this is unlikely to be done by the election.
Tonight, Clinton doubling down in that press conference, practically demanding more information and appearing confident that it will not hurt her chances on November 8th.
What would you say to a voter who right now will be seeing you and hearing what you're saying, I didn't trust her before, I don't trust her anymore right now, and they're heading to the ballot box tomorrow?
You know, I think people a long time ago made up their minds about the emails. I think that's factored into what people think, and now they're choosing a president. So I would urge everybody to get out and vote early in all the states that have early voting, because I think Americans want a president who can lead our country.